Welcome back to the shadows. I'm Madame Vervain, and today we are looking up specifically at that glowing rock in the sky that's been driving humanity mad since the dawn of time. I feel like I should have put a cackle in there. Anyway, the moon isn't just a pretty nightlight for your Instagram photos, bitches, witches, and wannabes. It's a cosmic clock. It moves the oceans, it triggers cycles, and as anyone who has ever worked in an ER or bar knows, it makes people absolutely feral. If you feel like you're constantly pushing a boulder uphill, it's probably because you're trying to manifest during a waning moon when you should be resting or doing something else. Today we're learning how to stop swimming against the tide and start surfing the lunar waves. We're going to talk about why your spells are failing, why you're exhausted, and how to use the moon to get exactly what you want. Anyway, the new moon, planting seeds in the dark. Let's start at the beginning, the new moon. This is the black moon, as some people like to call it. No light, just potential. I remember writing a piece for Bewitchy magazine actually years ago about the invisible star. Most people wait for the light to see where they're going, but a cunning witch knows that the most powerful things happen in the dark. This is your planning phase. So if you're out there shouting your intentions to the world on a new moon, you're doing it wrong. Sorry. Bing bong, bong bong, bong bong. You need to be quiet right now and shut the fuck up. You need to be secretive. This is when you plant the seed underground. You don't dig it up every 5 minutes to see if it's growing. That's like baking a pavlova or a cake and you keep on opening the door and then slamming it shut. If you're starting a new business, a new diet, or a new naughty project, to get back at someone, do the paperwork on the new moon. It sets the foundation in the fertile soil of the void. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Anywho, that's that. That's my little thing about the new moon. A lot of misconceptions. Let's talk about crystals. Selenite and the moonstone. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Oh, that's beautiful. I love coffee. I'm so not a morning person. It's nearly 1 p.m. here in the afternoon and I'm still trying to wake up. Anyhow. Okay, so then we've got the big sister. That's what's up next. No, we're not going to talk about that yet, actually. We're going back to the crystal. See what happens when you don't drink enough coffee? We will talk about the full moon next, though. Crystal. Let's talk about our tools. Crystal is a tool. It's love. It's great, but it's a tool. You can't, well, you can, but I recommend if you're going to work the moon that you do work it with your crystals. Selenite is actually a huge favourite of mine. It does so many things, and so many things that a lot of people just don't know about. It's not common knowledge. So selenite is named after Selene, the Greek goddess of the moon, by the way. Bet you didn't know that. If your house feels heavy or your aura feels like it's covered in spiritual soot and shit, you need a selenite wand. It's like a spiritual vacuum cleaner. I know people who sleep with them. Not gonna lie, I've had them in my pillowcases and stuff before when needed. So they will basically, clear off any bad energy. They'll clear the crystals around them, clear and cleanse them. I've known people that have used them in fertility spells. Not saying that they're a miracle worker, but some people have used them. Yeah, there's just so many facets to selenite. I'm a little bit obsessed with them. But remember, don't put them in water, please, for fuck's sakes. And if you've got them up against your skin, same thing. Eventually, the sweat, whatever, oils on your skin will start to erode a selenite crystal. So be mindful of that. Moonstone, the intuition stone. A proper one, by the way, does have a gorgeous blue flash that looks like a moonlight trapped in a rock. I've seen the fake ones. I've seen the wannabe ones. You won't necessarily see that flash that I'm referring to in an unpolished stone. It depends on the cut and where it come from. If you're trying to boost your psychic hits, wear moonstone. That being said, not going to bullshit. You're either psychic or you're not. You can't become a psychic, people. Wake the fuck up. Okay? Another pet fucking hate of mine. All you people, I'm a psychic. Oh, I woke up one day and I was psychic. Fuck off. Fuck off. You can develop your intuition to sound and appear almost as if you are psychic, but fuck off. You're either a psychic or a psychic medium, or you're not. You don't just wake up one day and it suddenly happens. You either were or you weren't. Stop bullshitting. And all these people about come and do our psychic development course because you'll become a psychic. Fuck off. Stop bullshitting to people to make money. Stop falsely advertising. Stop the bullshit. Stop feeding people's minds with bullshit and false hope. Fuck off. Okay. As you can tell, I'm a little bit passionate about that. Anyway, if you are a psychic or if you want to fine-tune your intuition, wear a moonstone, but it will not make you a fucking psychic. Anyway, don't go buying plastic-coated rocks from the supermarket or online. I see people all the time buying fake rocks and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, a fucking idiot. No offense to anyone that's ever done it. I'm sorry if I called you an idiot. But, you know, I'm just surprised when people show me a fake rock, man, and it's just like, are your eyes painted on? Yeah, I had a client tag me in a post years ago bragging to me about this beautiful amethyst stone that she had bought from a local market, you know, and fuck me, it was as fake as it comes, ridiculous. Anyway, what can you do? And I wasn't going to embarrass her. I wasn't going to belittle her in front of hundreds of people on Facebook. I just went, oh yeah, that's great. Had she asked me privately on the sidelines, I might have actually said, listen, man, I didn't want to embarrass you, but that was a fucking piece of shit painted in purple. Crystallized dog poo painted in purple, but you know, she never asked me, so whatever. Try to get the real deal, man, and try and buy locally. Stop buying online. What the fuck is wrong with everyone? Since COVID, everyone's lost the plot. Do you know how many businesses have gone out of business because everyone's buying bullshit online, direct from the wholesaler, the manufacturer, blah, 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 man. And then you all have the fucking bullshit, what is the word, audacity to say, oh, these shops close down all the time, and then you walk out with nothing in your hand and you go and buy something online. Well, that's fucking why. You're the problem. You're the problem. Anyway, so look, you can buy crystals, authentic ones, on our website. Yep, I'm gonna plug it. If it's fake, we will actually tell you, by the way, this is fake. Because unfortunately, sometimes when we do buy from wholesalers, you know, they're the sort of dumb, dimwit idiots who buy fake shit too. So, you know, rather than send it back and waste everyone's time, we let them know. And we also do the right thing and we let you guys know. Now, not everyone is as honest as us. So we will obviously reduce those costs, often giving them away for free or often at a cost to us, to be honest and let you know, hey, these crystals are fake as fuck. So, also sometimes there's people in your own town or state that do actually go out hand mining for crystals. And I think it's a really nice way of supporting those people who are literally, digging for hours, blood, sweat and tears, trying to make it possible for you guys. So please stop buying online. Stop buying, when I say online, stop buying from Wish, Shein, Ali fucking Express or whatever. Just stop, man. Stop. Give back to your own countries. Try and support your local shop providers. Of these retail stores, man, are paying rent. Don't support the person that's sitting at home running some bullshit online fucking business if you can go and support someone who's actually paying shop rent and stuff and that instead. I was in a little local shop the other day, and competitive business to mine / she had other shit we're not interested in selling. But, she was outwardly telling me that she was closing up shop as soon as possible because she just wasn't getting the foot traffic or online sales to make that shop stay afloat. That is on all you guys. You guys choose to go, oh, we're going to get the better deal. And then have the audacity to complain or be stupid enough to believe what you got was great. Think about business owners, man. You want to keep those shops open, go and support them, buy something. Even if it's just something little, find something, man. Stop being a big stack of fucking douches. Anyway, that was my crystal spotlight and rant for the day. So suck that up. Next, we're going to talk about the full moon. Our big sister, the full moon. This is when the energy... I wouldn't make a very good comedian because I'd be laughing at all my jokes all the time. This is when the energy is at 100%, okay? This is the time for manifestation. If you planted that seed at the new moon, the full moon is when you harvest the fruit. But be warned, the full moon acts like a giant spotlight. So be careful what you wish for. It illuminates everything, including the stuff you'd rather keep hidden. So if you're trying to hide something, boom, boom, the full moon's going to fuck you. So the full moon madness rant. This is another little rant. Everyone thinks the full moon is just for charging crystals. Honey, it's for charging yourself also. If you're feeling irritable, bloated, or like you want to fight a stranger in a parking lot over a fucking parking space, that's just the lunatic energy hitting your internal tides. Instead of fighting it, use that. By the way, we do have a brand called Lunatic. I will mention that actually in the next podcast. So instead of fighting that energy, man, and wanting to kill people, use it to your advantage. Use that aggression for a binding spell. Use that passion for a love ritual, although I wouldn't be doing that if you're angry unless you like angry sex. So anyway, look, I knew a woman who tried to do a calming ritual on a full moon in Aries. Ooh. Woo! What was she thinking? She ended up accidentally setting her curtains on fire because the energy was just too hot. Anyway, you have to match the ritual to the energy. Don't be a dick. Full moons are for big, loud, visible magic. It's for the big kahunas. The big kahunas, bitch. So, let's talk about oracle decks and moon water. Oh, love moon water. Girls, put the moon water out, seriously, girls and boys, and then drink. Obviously, when you put it out under the moon, put a lid on it if you can drink it. Anywho, because you don't know what little bugs and pests and all sorts of shit you'd end up with in that. So, how do you communicate with all of these energies? You do need a phone line. On a full moon, I love to pull a card from my oracle deck. Not tarot. I do it though, not gonna lie. But tarot is pretty structured. It's too structured for the full moon, and if you're just pulling one card, I find sometimes oracle cards are just best for that. Anyway, use an oracle deck with big flowy imagery. Let your intuition take the lead. See how I said intuition, not psychic abilities. Let your intuition take the lead. Have a good look at that oracle deck. Feel it. Sit under that moonlight. Talk to the deck. Say to the moon, what energy, vibe, feeling, what messages do you want me to get from this card? And obviously think like that too, and have that energy as well when you're shuffling the cards before you do pull a card. Say to the full moon, mother moon, sister moon, what message do you want me to get from this card? Okay, moon water. This is the easiest magic in the whole world. I think it is anyway. So put a glass or a jar of water out under the moonlight. A glass is kind of ideal, but my concern is what crap's going to get in it, right? So if you're unlucky and it's right out in the open, I'd say put Glad wrap over it or put it in a jar. And really that's it. I mean, just say to the moon, give me, your pure strength, energy, put it into this water, blah, blah, blah. But here's the cunning secret. Don't just leave it there. Whisper your desire into the water before you set it out. Then use the water to wash your front door, water your plants, or even put a few drops in your coffee to internalize the lunar power. I mean, chug that shit back, bitches. Chug it back. I mean, witches. Chug, 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 chug. Drink a fucking liter of it, man. I don't care. Anyway, oracle decks, we have some really good ones. We have our own branded decks available on our website as well as other people's. And also, if anyone out there knows of anyone, or anyone who's listening does actually design their own decks, you don't know how to or what to do, come to us. We will help you out. Or if you've got a deck you want to sell in the shop, let us know. We're happy to support you guys as well. What else do I want to say? For example, if you wanted to drink the full moon water, you'd be whispering, give me strength, purity, cleanse me, let me have all the successes in the world that I desire. Just really lay that shit on. If you don't ask, you won't receive. Forget this narrative, of thinking that help, wealth, success is limited. Everyone could be successful and wealthy. It doesn't have to be anyone missing out if they don't want to. That being said, there has to be somebody who wants to be a retail worker. There has to be somebody who wants to be a doctor. Otherwise, we'd be all fucked. So also too, that's another pet hate of mine. All these people pushing these narratives just to sell a fucking course online. Oh, we can all be healers. We can all be readers. No, we can't. There are some fucking dangerous people out there who should not be reading. And I'm going to tell you a story about that in the next podcast. Okay. So that was your lunar crash course. We only covered 2 of the moons. We will cover a couple more another time, talking about the ins and outs and all that stuff. And yeah, we might even do a quick, sound out on each moon in one podcast just to recap it all. So look, keep an eye on your calendars, pre-plan all your strikes using the moon phases. Stop fighting the moon and start dancing with her, with the flow. Use her to your advantage. Feel those vibes. Get into the vibe, into the action, into the notion, and be free. Let the moon in for your sake. And yeah, also salon man, keep them clean. I've seen some dirty examples. People think, oh, I can't clean that. You can still wipe it down, man. Minimally, and you can smudge them as well, which they do need to be taken. Look, if you're enjoying this podcast, please leave us a review. Stay cunning, stay protected, and watch the sky. Ding dong.